What up? I'm back. 246. August 22. I got you. And I woke up like at 1 something. And it was like I was running through these scenarios in my head. Like what I did wrong, what I should be sorry for, and only in one instance. I guess this is all about one thing and one person only. And that's what's so fucking frustrating about that. It's like I'm just trying to like perceive like what I could have done different. Even though I don't like to look at the past that way, as in like the what ifs. But like for some reason, like I said, it woke me up. Of course, I've been dreaming like crazy, and I tend not to talk about those dreams. Then I'll talk about all the other dreams, and it's mostly because the dreams that I have about that stuff is so weird. They're so silent. They're so silent, and yet so loud. It's so confusing. It's so fucking confusing because for some reason I'm just not confident in it. But everything's something I should be. Because everything else in my life is fun. Because everything else I'm confident in. It's like I don't understand why. I mean, I was broken. I was broken. I was so broken. Like now that I perceive it now, it's like, dude, you are fucking broken. It's so broken. Like embarrassingly broken. Like just it was destroyed as far as like self-concept and self-confidence. To a level of like ignorant, like extreme, like craziness, or brokenness. It makes zero sense. Other than that's how fucking broken I was. Like how much like self-hate I had. Was that like you could wow. That was crazy. That's the craziest amount of insanity now that I think about it. To walk through life and think that you're worth nothing. And it's not even a thought really, it's a feeling because yeah. Well, it's both, technically. And it's not really feelings. There's the emotion. So like for me, I'm thinking about kind of how they come into play where it's almost like, I'm picturing like an epoxy tube that has part A, part B. And in order for the mixture or for the epoxy to be correct and hard and right, it needs equal parts. Which ultimately in this context is good. It was good because it was the only way I could come out of it. That my thinking, my dumb thinking, overran my feelings. But the only reason why it overran my feelings is I did not understand my feelings / emotions. I didn't understand what they meant. I didn't understand what they meant for me. I didn't understand like the energy and motion. And so then you overthink, and then the overthinking is over your emotions when you should just be in line equally with. And I think about this because in every act of my day-to-day life, like, even in the instant, so I'm never wrong, per se. I am wrong. I can speak wrongness or a wrong idea. But when I do an act, that act is right. It doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean it was the right act, the best act to make. But in the action itself, it was right. It was true. It is. There's no going back. It could have been stupid. Hell yeah. It could be dumb. Yep. But it is. It is. And so then, you kind of just think about like how you overthink everything and then it clouds the judgment. And it's like, I'm just trying to correlate it because, like I said, in 99% of my life, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, it is what it is. It's good. I don't second guess it. If something comes up, I act. Even though 1% of my life is going think. No action. And then I look at it that way. But then I look at it where the other party's doing the same fucking thing. Like, no action. So it's like, that's confusing to me. And everything else is fine. And like I said, I correlate this to a lot of things, to everything, to all things. Me and someone talked about it yesterday about today. Talked about it today. My time just goes like this. So like, you're just talking about like how you do things for people. It's not positive or negative, or how you talk to people. And everyone, like I said, I talk about it before. Everyone we talk a good game, and then we never do it. And I've done that, especially in this 1% of my life. And I talk about it as 1%, even though it's like 100%. It encapsulates everything. It's always going on in the background. It's always the highest thing. Like, literally. Like, it's never changed. That's the overtone of, like, my rose-colored glasses are that. Like, my perception is this. Even though I'm still walking in confidence and everything else and doing everything else, the way that I perceive the world is based on that. And it makes zero sense. I breathe it. But no, for some reason, I can't shake it. I could shake it to be one thing, but I can't. If I could run from it, I would. I probably have been. I've been trying to ignore it. I probably have been. It's not that I'm afraid of anything. I guess. I'm just like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. There's no words. That was the thing. So when I woke up tonight, I looked at it and I was like, dude, there's no words for this. Like, it's almost like no words are needed. And it's probably better that way. At first. Yeah, yeah, dude. Like I woke up and it's all I was like. I was just thinking in my head, like I gotta do this, I gotta do that again. I don't know because I can't shake this thing. It makes zero fucking sense. But then it's like, well, what do I do? Because like then you look at like what did you do wrong? And so then you correlate your life, and it's like I think about it like this. Me and my older brother we did talk for like 2 years. Like I said, I walked away from everybody. We had our differences, and it is been good. But like we had one talk, that was it. Like we're good. Like not no we had one thing of communication, and it's not that we are good, but it's like if we understand it's never gonna be the same. Because I'm trying to live my life now too. Whatever that looks like, whether it's good or bad, to somebody else's perception, doesn't really matter. But then we are setting boundaries on things like, understanding that I have to have a life too. Yet, it's my time to experience life kind of apart from everything else. And so I use that situation because that was like the most drastic decision I made at one point in time. And I knew in the long run it would work out. But that's just because I just understood. I understood like the emotions of the now. And I understood, and this is what pisses me off, is because then, like I said, but then in this one instance, I know. But then I'm trying to be patient, and like I said, it took 2 years for my brother, for us. For really on the totality, like, I don't know why I'm sweating anything. Because like the most drastic thing in the world, literally, like, the most devastating thing, like, it was. So this is why I talk. Like, literally. This is why you talk things out. Because you have to speak it, and you don't have to speak everything. That's the point. I'm not speaking everything. But it eases my mind, my body, to say that this overlooming color theme of my life that changes the perspective of everything, the attempt, is fun. And as bad as it hurts, or makes me uneasy sometimes, or makes me look at what I've done and understand that at some point I'll be able to apologize, I guess. Even though, in the grand scheme of things, I have nothing to apologize for. Really. Which is another thing. Yeah. Because that's what I'm saying. I woke up thinking that I needed to apologize. And I do. Per se. But not really. I didn't do anything wrong. And that's the difference between, like 99.9% of the time you don't need to apologize for fucking shit. If you want something, come get it. If you made a mistake, yes. If you hurt someone's feelings on purpose, yes. Sure. But it's like, I'm like, I didn't do anything on purpose. Well, I kind of did. I did a lot of stuff, but I look at it as you know, it's respect. If you're treated with respect, you get respect. If you don't. If you don't get anything, how can you do anything wrong? Or like, how do you know? I think about this because like, man, I'm trying to correlate a lot of things. karma, I guess. For me. I guess. I don't know. Don't get it. Could be. I don't know. I'm just trying to perceive like what I did wrong. Or what I did negative, not wrong. Or what I did. You know, what, how can it be perceived? Because like in my instance, I don't get it. Because I feel like it was one-sided. But equally one-sided. Both parties, I guess. Like really, now that I think about it. Probably both of us thinking that we were doing a lot and ultimately we were just doing nothing. But I think that was kind of like the beauty of it. Because it was like a fantasy-based idea, but not really, because it was the energy. That's what I'm saying. It was the energy of it. It's so overwhelming. And I've talked about this before, where it's like the only thing that logically makes sense is to force DFI. So DFI. So like I was far and I got it here, and like I saw DFI and I looked it up. Don't force something. So, okay, don't force it, but what I'm saying is like not to force it per se, but just to be outside of well, not force, I guess, but yeah, we are forced just to be alone. Like, I think sometimes the best scenario. I don't know, man. Because then I look at myself, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I went walking with someone the other day, and it was cool, like, communication. It's always like that, I don't know. It's not really the right answer, man. But a lot of it, like my life is really crazy right now. Up is down, down is up, which is what it is anyways, but like I was thinking, I've been thinking lately is like, what if I just stop? What if I just stop? And not like that I stop hard. That I stop what I'm doing. That's the funniest thing about why I said it the way I did. What if I just stop though? No? What if I just stop thinking? What if I just stop thinking completely? And I'm doing a pretty damn good job about it. But what if I just stop thinking? And I just stop talking? And I just stop posting? And I just stop? Because I know that's what I need to do anyway, ultimately. That's what I want to do. But like in that instance, it's because I want to live. But as of right now, like I feel like in order to truly live, for me, I need the mirror. I need the counterparts. I do. Or I need people with me for the external perception. Or for me to live, so I have my perspective, I'm good. I can figure it out for me. But in order for me to live, I want the most stimulant I can have. So like I need to have a person in front of me too. So now I'm trying to make her happy. Not making her happy, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know the fucking term anymore now because you're not supposed to. You're not the reason for anyone should be happy. Right? You're not the controller of that. It's really weird. You're not the controller. Now you can stimulate people. You know, I guess. I don't fucking know. But it's like if you walk around meaning your happiness based on somebody else's happiness, that's really it's a losing fucking battle, and you're completely giving somebody else control. But if you're a dog who's like, who cares? He's happy. He's happy to see you. Like that's me. Like I'm happy to see you. But that's unconditional love. And then yes, animals need attention. Just like people need attention. They need attention. I was somewhere the other day in this dog. Like the dogs always love me. And they're all over me. And it's not that bad. But I do get frustrated, especially when they have huge nails. And it's like, for some reason, like I could slam the dog on the ground, but it don't fucking matter. Like the punishment or the pain that I give it, or the control that I have over it, and I can incapacitate it. It don't fucking matter. As soon as I let go, some bastards doing it again. Like their impulse control is they have none. They have none. I guess it could be memory, or it could just be their overwhelming desire for me. They just can't help themselves. They just can't help themselves. It's frustrating as fuck, cause like the dog's cool, whatever, but like a golden retriever dog. So then I look at myself as well. Like I look at myself and like, well, how do I not be a golden retriever? You know? And it's like, I don't know. Yeah, and then I look at myself as like an animal or a dog. A lot of times, it's like, what? Like, how am I being perceived? Like, I don't know any other way. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if I like your attention, or I think your wisdom is cool, and I want information from you, or I want to spend time with you, like, I don't get it. I don't get this another way. I don't get why, that's what I'm saying, I don't get why you wouldn't be a golden retriever. Or you wouldn't want to spend time with the other person. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me in my head. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Like, if you want somebody's time, then wouldn't you want time with them? Right? If you like somebody, would you want to go spend 5 hours and talk? And then maybe do it again, and I don't know. That's what I don't understand. I guess I'm just interested at first, and then I'm not interested afterwards, or something. I don't know. I'm super confused with the concept. This is not like, I guess I feel now I look at myself and I'm like, do I have commitment issues? And then I don't fucking have commitment issues. But I'm not committing to everybody. I'm only going to commit to one. Like, literally. I don't want to commit to a job. I don't want to commit too long time with anything that makes zero fucking sense to me, except the construct of a human being. One human being. Yeah. Because anything other than that just makes zero sense. Like, I don't give a fuck about learning about 75 people. Technically. Which just kind of broke my heart in that concept. Because then it's like, well, I'm trying to build a community. Well, we all raise our kids together and live together. So I said, I get it. But we're not. We have a goal. And like I said, business is business. It doesn't mean I don't love you and stuff like that. Like I said, I just separate things so crazy. Well, I understand it's like, it's a protection mechanism for me. Like I don't get, like I'm invested 100%, which means I'm not invested. Like that's the point. But like the moment that it's done and over, I can walk away, or something can happen, and you can walk away from me and just like, fuck it. Yeah, it hurts, but I don't have time. Like the investment is up front. Meaning, like, the risk is that. So, like, I knew the risk from the beginning. So, like I said, like, my grieving process starts the moment I meet you. So will other people grieve at the end? I've already grieved from the beginning, which is really weird, but it's like, that's how my abandonment works, where it just always is that. Since I can remember, so my body did it. It's fucked up. That's how fucked up I am. Is that from day one I was programmed, like, they're gonna fucking leave me. Go ahead and start grieving now. And just enjoy and in the front, enjoy the time you have with them. Because at some point, they're gonna fucking leave you. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not good enough. You're boring. You don't have anything to offer, I guess. Maybe that's the problem. That's the problem with Chameleon. Because she's not offering anything new. You're not offering anything different. And then it's just a straight mirror in front of you, fucking breaking the person. Because, like, so I talked to this teacher the other day, dude, and it was adorable. She's another one of my humans that I love, like, so much. Just because she's so animated, and she's a mirror of me. And, like I said, we bonded, like, instantly, and yeah, she makes me laugh. But we were talking about these kids, and, like, how just, I hate to say dumb, but just how they make zero sense. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a huge difference between, like, when I was a kid and the kids that are kids now. Huge difference. I was not this dumb. I was dumb, and I am not smart, per se, now. But I'm pretty smart. But, I told her, I was like, just she was just telling me all these stories. They were so hilarious. I was laughing so loud in this restaurant. We went and ate together the other day, and it's like so. It's funny because like this is what I do. I mock people, but I mock people in ways that it's a mirror. That's what I told her. I was like, if you really listen to what I'm talking about, like I am just making fun of everybody, and I'm doing the exact same things that they're doing. I'm just doing it in a different way because what I'm doing is I'm mimicking you, literally. Like if you have an extreme idea about Christianity, I'm gonna have the same extreme idea about the opposite of whatever Christianity is. I'm just gonna do it because I'm making fun of you. I'm making fun of me. I'm making fun of everything. That's the point. If you can't, like I'm just making fun of everybody. Literally, I'm just making fun of everybody. And how absolute we are. And like the simple answer is love. Like, literally. Like I said, 4 or 5 years ago, I thought that was the dumbest fucking thing in the world. I mean, I even remember in my head, like, this love is stupid. Like, love is the dumbest thing in the world. It makes zero sense. There's no fucking way. But it's like now, I see the construct of what love really is, and that there's rules and regulations in love. But it's very simple. Don't infringe in somebody else's free will. Like, there's one rule. If anyone hates rules, it's me. And I was like, millions of rules that make zero fucking sense and that don't apply to the rule makers, or one rule that applies to everybody and protects everybody. It makes sense. And it's the concept of love. Unconditional love. But see, in the concept of unconditional love, it means you have to compartmentalize everything else. It means I love you, but it doesn't mean I have to give you time. It doesn't mean I have to agree with you. It doesn't mean I have to protect you. There's a difference. It doesn't mean I have to let you hurt me. It doesn't mean I have to stand in front of you and let you spit on me even though it makes you laugh. And then maybe in one right, if we're doing something, and I'll let you spit on me, that's a different story. There's a lot of different stories for different things, for different people, in different situations that get a little different. It's so crazy because I went from playing video games in the same spot where I'm at right now, like literally, the same room, like working and being fine. Had plenty of work really, but made less money. That was so fucking confused. It's like work less, make more money. Work more, make less money. Like, it makes zero fucking sense. Like, it's not logical. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, spend more money on self, be happy, yet still have more money than before? I don't fucking get it. This is the most confusing thing I've ever lived. Because it makes zero sense based on, like, everything I thought I knew. Like, it's like, I swear, it's like, I don't know why I always say this, but it's like a woman. It doesn't fucking make sense. Other than it has to make sense because this is the way it's working. And I always say woman because like I never understood them. They would be like, I'm happy, but they're fucking crying. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I don't get it. But evidently you're not happy. Or you are happy, but now I'm happy all the time and I fucking cry. Maybe I am a woman, dude. Oh my god, something's wrong with my brain. And I've never heard that example of someone telling me they're happy and they're crying. That's just kind of the way I perceived it. But now I look at myself and it's like, I'm fucking bawling tears, raindrops coming out of my eyes, and I'm eating food, dancing. Like, yeah, like I'm fucking happy, but I'm sad too, I guess. You could be more than one thing. You could be anything and everything all at the same fucking time because you already are. And I think, so women, so women are natural creators. Like their body process is always constantly in creative mode. Maybe that's what it is. Where men are like, we can't create that way. Like our body processes are not, more for output, like physical. Women, their bodies are prepping every single day to create a womb that will create a life. And so in that beautiful arrangement of processes, like it's max extreme cycle fucking every time. Because in order to create life, like that process is extreme as shit. Like it's everything, it's all things. It's 100% of the body that is needed. And yet they still have to function as a fucking human being. When their body's doing like craziness, they can't even explain ups and downs. Like women are definitely stronger than men, guaranteed. Guaranteed. There's no question in that. Man, it sounds so beta. But I don't perceive it that way. So like, it's the princess idea. It's the, like, women can do stuff I cannot do. They house my babies. Our babies. They create them. Like they deserve to be put on a pedestal. Because that process is that. That doesn't mean you have to accept them abusing you, being a dick to you or whatever, but like if it's one right, like you think about Adam and Eve, like, and I'm thinking about it from a construct of like no knowledge, just man was first, then woman, technically, supposedly, whatever the book is. And there's a process when that was backwards. I've thought about this for a while. Well, I think it could have been Eve first. That would have been weird. But not really. I mean, it could be. You can see how you perceive it. And I guess not. Who knows? But I guess you never really know, right? It's just infinite loop of the same thing. And it really doesn't matter. But it does, I guess. Either way. Adam first, he needed something to do. So what so out of him, he ended up doing himself. What the creator made something out of him. But then it sounds so weird. I'm gonna say it this way for a reason. So Adam, rib, and then he fucks his own rib. Because ultimately, he fucks himself. And then, but I'm trying to think. R.I.P. Yes. R.I.P. This DNA building blocks. So Adam himself. The question would be, it could go many paths. It could go many ways. Man, whatever. Adam was a man, first man, then Eve. Why Eve? Why Eve? So a lot of the reasons why I call myself Eve is because of that. Eve. The Eve version of me is feminine. It's woman. And it's so crazy because I look at it this way. I look at it innocently. Like, there's no sex involved in it. Like, there's nothing negative about it. Like, why would you? Yeah, I can't even. It's gone. It's gone from my mind. As in, if I was to call myself a woman, I can't. But I can. But I'm also a man. I'm both. I'm both. And that's actually the only way I can perceive it. I'm man and woman. I'm feminine and masculine. It doesn't mean I have a vagina. That's different. That has to do with the reproductive system. As far as my mental capacity goes, in the consciousness of me is both a yin and a yang, a feminine and masculine, woman and man. I've had both experiences over lifetimes. One not more than the other, but yet still lived both. This is just the vessel that I'm in now. And that has nothing to do with sex. So like that's the innocence of things. It's like we take it to the extreme and we put taboos on it, and we put this and we put that on stuff when it's like it's none of your damn business what people do. Like who cares? Now that's the point though. We shouldn't be flaunting it and forcing anything DFI on anything, on anybody. I guess, like I said before, I'm not in power. I'm not like, I don't got commercials about my shit. You watch my stuff, that's kind of the free will of social media. And if you follow me. I have nothing to do with it. You unfollow me. If you don't want to question your reality, don't fucking follow me. Don't listen to my shit. I'm not gonna do with anything. But it's, I look at things with such like an innocent light where there's no right, there's no wrong. It just is. And like the perversions that come from that is us. So like, a lot of times when you take away the idea of perversion, it becomes good. And no one's harmed in it. I'm trying to think. I've literally like tried to shape and think about almost every concept. And there's not that many concepts when it comes to the human. There's not. There really isn't. Like, what are the one things that we fight over? Sex. That's it. What hole do you put it in? Like, literally. And then evidently a lot of people find with putting something in the mouth. Good. And then everyone puts stuff in the vagina. And then there's one hole left. And you're either for it or you're not. And despite anything, shit comes out of it. It's disgusting. However, to each his own. to each his own. And if that's what I'm saying, to each its own. There are real repercussions to every action, whether you put it in the mouth, whether you put it in that one, or you put it in the other one. Each comes with his own sensations. Each comes with his own risks and rewards. And at the end of the day, none of that shit fucking matters. That shit should be between two consenting adults. That's the point. Someone shouldn't be forced to do it. Kids should not be forced on. They should be protected. Women should be protected. Everyone, anyone. This is the whole point of all of it. That's where the separation is. Like, if some things are okay and some things are not. No. Consenting adults. Like, you need to sit down in front of a lawyer and write out something before you. Like, that's what makes me laugh in my head. Like, that's almost how stringent it needs to be. Like, everyone should be wearing chastity belts. And then, like, this is just stupid, extreme talk. It's like, there's no way this is gonna happen, but like, that's how important it is. Of like, to be of legal sound in mind when you consent. And there should be no obligation. Like, you should literally have to jump through hoops. Yeah, honestly, like when you guys partake in that, like, it's that sacred, and there's so much power in it, and then it's not a joke, and it doesn't mean I don't bust a nut or something like that. Yeah, I get it, but I'm talking about it like, that's what it's supposed to be. We make a mockery of it, we use it as escape. I literally woke up tonight and like, that was my first thought, of like, using sex as an escape. But it does solve the problem real fucking quick. Or it definitely gets it out of your mind. And every time you have a problem, like, go fuck. And then at least get rid of it. And you don't have to think about it and go sleep. But that's such a waste of like the potential of the act itself of creation. Like, that's the act of the precursor for creation is sex. And like, it's the overwhelming whole process of that to create a life that is so beautiful. And then like, so you could. That's the point. Like, and then you keep trying with one individual, like, and it may not take the first time, but then it does take, and then you guys like can just do it as much as you want because like you already did the deed and you're good to go. You got a baby cooking in the oven and you just whatever. I don't know why I talk the way I talk, but. Like, if something is wrong with me, I'm up for that. I don't give a fuck. Boom, and then I'm right back on that 1% of my life that encapsulates everything. Makes sense, man. Like, for once in my life, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because I've been back for like, I don't know. I have no idea. When I come back on a Tuesday, last Tuesday, what's the day? It's almost a week. Dude, that went by quick. And it's like, what do I do? And it's like almost like I'm procrastinating a little bit. I'm working a little bit, but I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything in my room. I don't do anything in my room. Like when I come in here, I take my clothes off. And that's fucking it. Like I don't do anything. And like I'm looking at my bedroom. It's like, what did I do? Like I created all this cool shit, but what am I doing with it? You know, nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing. I don't know, man. Who knows? I need to go to sleep. But I'm looking for direction, I guess. Like, it doesn't matter. I have to leave. I have to leave this place. I don't have a choice. I'm not getting kicked out per se, but I'm getting kicked out. So, well, not really. It's the end of the cycle. I knew it was coming, and it's better that I know. Well, I already knew, but I was looking. I was preparing, and I was thinking. I said no, because it sucks. You gotta get rid of your whole life. Not get rid of it, but like you gotta move it. And then it's like, well, how am I doing this? Like, if I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? And it's not even, I'm not worried about it, but it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What's the right answer? What's the right answer? Maybe there's not a right answer. Just act. But then again, it's like, one bite at a time, I guess. And so then it's like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go play. Deal with it tomorrow. And that's like I said, who knows if that's right or wrong? I don't fucking know. I don't know. So I said, yeah, I'm a child, but still do what I need to do when I need to do it. I just don't have responsibility, I think that's kind of it. Like I don't have another person right now, other than me and my mental health, which I'm still working on. And I mean, I'm pretty much good on it, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't mean I won't have a freak out, but I can manage. That's the point. It's not that you're ever gonna be fully healed. Like you're never gonna be fully healed. You're never gonna be fully corrected. That's the point of life. And so, it's like, when do you just quit doing it and then fucking start living? And that's where I'm at now. It's like, I want to quit giving myself time and I want to give it to somebody else. You know, I want to quit thinking only for myself and then collaborate with somebody else. Like, what are we going to do? What are we doing today? Like, that's exciting. I get so excited when someone's like, we're gonna do this. I'm like, fuck yeah. Now I have something to look forward to instead of me just shooting from the hip. Like I want structure, like so bad. There's no point in me having structure for myself because it just doesn't make sense to me. Because there's no surprise in that. So when someone else gives me structure, there's surprise in it for me. Because I don't know what we're going to do. It's all up in the air still. But like, I already know what I'm going to do everywhere else. Technically. I don't know. A lot of times I think I say things that are stupid. Because I say them, but I'm thinking something different. Maybe. Or like I'm saying something, but I'm working at an action, like in my imagination, that's not anywhere close to the words that I just described. don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go to sleep though. I'm gonna post this talk tomorrow. I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. 'Cause this is, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, I still have an undertoning one thing. I don't know. I woke up, and that was what woke me up and pushed me out of bed. And I can't help it. Can't help it. The color blue gets me every time. Gets me every time.